La formación de preguntas y las palabras interrogativas. First, we'll look at asking yes-no questions. The easiest way to form a yes-no question is just to change the intonation. Antonio habla español. Change the intonation of a statement. ¿Habla Antonio español? Notice that in Spanish we don't have anything that means does or do. Does or do. We don't have anything that means either of those words, or that should be translated as such into Spanish. Okay? So we don't have any extra helping word here. Antonio habla español. Another way we can make that a question is by inverting the order of the subject and the verb. Okay? ¿Habla Antonio español? Two ways to make the question. Now, answering yes-no questions. ¿Habla Antonio español? Sí, habla español. No, no habla español. So, if you had just said yes or no, it would be possible to just take all of that out. ¿Habla Antonio español? Sí. ¿Habla Antonio español? No. And that's it. Okay? Or you could answer in complete sentences. Sí, habla español. No, no habla español. Why do we see no here twice? Well, the first no is to answer this question as in either an affirmative way or negative way. So, well, the first no would be negative. But the first word you see here answers this question affirmatively or negatively. So this no means no. The second one negates the verb, negates habla, makes it negative. That second no corresponds to not. Okay, so if you're gonna take this all out, okay, don't forget the no. Okay, then information questions. These information questions, or the question words, they will give you more specific information than yes or no, more specific information in the answer. Okay, and it's asking for more specific information. This note that although the subject is not always necessary, when it is included in the sentence, it follows the verb. That's true even for these words that are being followed by nouns. Okay? They're not the subject. They're nouns. ¿Qué idioma habla Antonio? If you make that a question, Antonio habla francés, for example. Sorry, if you make that a statement. Antonio habla italiano. Antonio habla español. That would be the statement if you didn't have a question about it. Okay? Que can be followed by a noun. ¿Cuántos can be followed by a noun. Okay? ¿Cuántos if we're talking about how many. ¿Cuánto if we're talking about how much, that is not followed by a noun. Let's see, and that's about it. Those two are followed by nouns. But this is still the subject. Antonio habla, Antonio no trabaja, Antonio está. Okay. This one, let's see, la clase es cuando. The class is when. Okay. Follow the same pattern. Antonio va, Antonio vive, Antonio regresa, etc. The ones that are going to be trickier, are going to be que and cuál o cuáles. Okay, these are separated here, cuál and cuáles, but they're really the same thing. It's just that one is singular, one is plural. Okay. What or which? What language does Antonio speak? How many languages? Which is his favorite class? In English, see, the problem is that you could also say, what's his favorite class? We would have overlap in English. In Spanish, not really. So, how would you separate these two? ¿Qué idioma y cuál? Think of it this way. You can have que plus a noun and then plus a verb. But cuál is going to be plus a verb, not a noun. Cuál o cuáles plus a verb. You see that? Okay. ¿Qué idioma habla Antonio? ¿Cuál es su clase favorita? Okay? So that's one way you can separate them in your heads.